Hi, I'm Chef John Howie from Sea Star Restaurant and Raw Bar, and I'm here today to show you how to make a wonderful clam linguini. It's got bright, beautiful Roma tomatoes, fresh chopped parsley, garlic of course, a little crushed red chilies for some heat, and we finish it with Reggiano Parmesan cheese. So let's get started. First, we're going to want to put some olive oil into a nice saute pan. We'll get that kicked up a little bit, get the heat up there, and just some olive oil across the bottom. We're going to add in, of course, the garlic, some coarse chopped garlic. What a good Italian recipe doesn't have garlic. Then we'll add in some crushed red chilies for just a little bit of heat, just about a half a teaspoon or so. So that's going to give us some nice heat. We'll let that get sizzling. As soon as that's sizzling, we're going to add in our clams. Now in Washington State, we've got some wonderful manila clams, or butter clams as people call them. These little babies are going to work beautiful for this. We're also going to be adding in some sea clam meat to fortify that pasta a little bit and make it really yummy. So, as you can see, the garlic's just beginning to sizzle. You can hear that and smell that wonderful garlic going on. What we're going to do is we're going to add the clams in now. And just a little bit of white wine. A little bit of clam juice as well. And then we're going to cover that up and let those just get lightly opened. On the clams, you don't want to cook them for too long. You just want them to just slightly open. And then what we're going to do next is add in our pasta. And our pasta today is a linguini. And what I've done is I've pre-cooked this linguini to an al dente stage. And one of the things I want to mention about pasta is that you shouldn't rinse your pastas, especially in a dish like this. We need the starches to come out of the pasta. There's some wonderful starches in this pasta, and if you rinse it, you lose all of those. So a little olive oil, a little seasoning, salt and pepper, that's all you need to do to it. Let it get to about room temperature and it'll be ready to go. We're going to check on our clams, see how they're doing. Oh, yeah, nice steam out of there. But we're going to let those go for a little bit longer. Now when we finish this dish, we're going to finish it with some fresh chopped Roma tomatoes, a little coarse chopped parsley, and then right at the end, we're going to add in some butter. So let's check the clams again. Oh, they're just starting to open. So we'll add in our linguini here, and we'll let that get in there. And then we'll add in our tomatoes. Let those start to warm up. A little bit of sea salt. Bring out some of the juices of the tomato. And then we'll just toss that around a little bit. Get that going. All right. As soon as those clams finish opening up, we'll finish with a little bit of butter and parsley, and then add in our sea clams into that sauce. It's going to be wonderful. Okay. All right, so all of our clams have opened up. They're looking great. We're going to add in some of that sea clam meat to make this a little bit heartier dish. Toss that around. Oh yeah, you can use a spoon if you have to. That's okay. And then we're going to add in some fresh chopped parsley and a couple ounces of butter just to get that in there to help thicken up this sauce. So this is kind of what the Italians call a vongole style. And we've added Roma tomatoes to it. So we'll let that melt down just a touch, and then we'll turn it off right at the end to finish incorporating the sauce. So, should be nice and thick. The butter gets in there. Okay. Maybe just one more piece of butter. More butter, more better, right? All right, just as that finishes up, we're going to start to mound that into the bowl here. Just kind of twist your pasta as you're bringing it into the bowl. That'll help mound it up and make it look very nice. Get that pasta out of there, get some tomatoes, some of the clams on top. Give it a beautiful look. Oh yes. Obviously we have enough for two here. If a clam is not quite open, you can help it just a little bit like that. Or if it's completely unopened, you just toss it out. But these are beautiful. They're ready to go. Now we're going to finish with some grated Reggiano Parmesan here. We're just going to use a microplane. Just grate some of that beautiful pasta over the beautiful pasta, the Parmesan right over the top. There we go. And of course, always a nice addition is a fresh garnish. And since you've had the parsley already, there it is. It's a clam linguine with fresh Reggiano Parmesan and local clams.